What if I told you that everything happening in your life right now is your fault? Your financial situation, your relationships, your health, your career, your struggles, your successes, everything. Because according to one of the most popular interpretations of the law of attraction, you attracted all of it. Sounds empowering at first, doesn't it? Until you think about it for more than 30 seconds. For over 3 decades, I've explored spirituality, personal growth, meditation, esoteric traditions, and countless teachings about consciousness. And over the years, I've noticed something interesting. Most spiritual teachings start with a valuable insight. Then somebody turns that insight into a slogan. Then somebody else turns the slogan into a business. And eventually, the original wisdom becomes almost impossible to recognize. The law of attraction might be one of the best examples of this process. So today, let's separate the wisdom from the nonsense. Let's investigate the law of attraction. First, let's be fair. The law of attraction became popular for a reason. People aren't stupid. Millions of people resonate with it because it speaks to something very deep inside us. The desire to have influence over our lives. The desire to feel empowered instead of helpless. The desire to believe that our future isn't fixed. And honestly, there's something beautiful about that. Most people spend years believing they're victims of circumstances, victims of their past, victims of society, victims of bad luck, victims of other people. The law of attraction arrives and says, wait a minute, maybe your thoughts matter, maybe your attitude matters, maybe your focus matters. And on that point, I think it has a valid argument. Your mind absolutely influences your experience of reality. If you're constantly focused on opportunities, you'll notice opportunities. If you're constantly focused on problems, you'll notice problems. If you're convinced you'll fail, you'll behave differently than someone who believes success is possible. That's not magic. That's psychology. And psychology is powerful enough without pretending it's magic. The trouble starts when a useful principle becomes an absolute belief. Somewhere along the way, many people stopped saying, your mindset influences your results, and started saying, your thoughts create reality. Those are very different statements. Let's imagine 2 people. The first person spends years learning valuable skills, building relationships, working consistently, improving their communication, and taking calculated risks. The second person sits on the couch visualizing a Ferrari. Now, if both people end up with different results, what exactly created those results? Was it thought? Or was it thought combined with action? This is where many law of attraction discussions become strangely vague. Action suddenly becomes the side character. The universe becomes the main character. And that's where I start raising an eyebrow, because reality doesn't seem particularly interested in rewarding wishful thinking. Reality rewards action. Reality rewards adaptation. Reality rewards persistence. And yes, mindset helps. But mindset is the fuel. It's not the destination. One of the strangest developments in modern spirituality is the way people talk about the universe. The universe has become a cosmic customer service department. People place an order, they visualize, they affirm, they create a vision board. Then they wait and wait and wait, as if the universe is preparing the shipment. Somewhere out there, apparently, there's a spiritual warehouse processing request for dream houses and soulmates. Now, obviously, I'm exaggerating. At least I hope I am. But if you've spent any time in the manifestation world, you've probably encountered this mindset. The universe will provide. The universe has your back. The universe is testing you. The universe is preparing something better. The universe is sending signs. At some point, I started wondering, how does the universe have time for all this? It's busy managing billions of galaxies. Yet somehow it's also helping Jessica manifest a parking space. Something doesn't add up. And before anyone gets angry, I'm not saying life lacks mystery. I'm saying that treating the universe like a personal assistant might be a slight overestimation of our importance. Now let's talk about the part that genuinely concerns me. Because this isn't just a harmless belief. Sometimes it can become harmful. Let's follow the logic. If every experience is attracted, then who attracted illness? Who attracted abuse? Who attracted poverty? Who attracted trauma? This is where the theory enters very dangerous territory, because what begins as empowerment can quickly become blame. And blame disguised as spirituality is still blame. I've seen people struggling with serious challenges being told that they're attracting negativity, that their vibration is too low, that they're focusing on the wrong things. Imagine telling someone facing a genuine tragedy that the real problem is their frequency. Not only is that unhelpful, it's cruel. Life is complicated. Some events are consequences of our choices. Some events are consequences of other people's choices. Some events are consequences of random circumstances. Pretending everything is self-created may sound spiritually sophisticated, but often it's just another way of avoiding reality. Now, here's the interesting part. I don't think the entire idea should be thrown away. In fact, I think there are several valuable lessons hidden underneath all the marketing. Your focus matters. Your expectations matter. Your beliefs matter. Your self-image matters. People who believe success is possible often take actions that increase their chances of success. People who believe relationships are possible often behave differently in relationships. People who believe change is possible are more likely to pursue change. Notice what's happening here. We're still talking about transformation. We're still talking about inner work. We're still talking about consciousness, but we don't need supernatural explanations. The principle works perfectly well without pretending the universe is reading our shopping list. In my opinion, the biggest myth isn't the law of attraction itself. The biggest myth is the promise that life can be controlled. That's what people are really buying. Control, certainty, guarantees. If I think correctly, I'll be safe. If I visualize correctly, I'll succeed. If I raise my vibration, nothing bad will happen. But life doesn't work that way. Life is messy. Life is uncertain. Life contains surprises, sometimes wonderful surprises, sometimes painful ones. Spiritual maturity begins when we stop demanding guarantees from reality and start developing the strength to navigate reality as it is, not as we'd like it to be. After more than 35 years exploring spirituality, I've become suspicious of two types of people. The people who believe everything and the people who dismiss everything. Both groups stop investigating. Both groups stop asking questions. And curiosity is where wisdom begins. So what do I think about the law of attraction? I think it's neither complete nonsense nor ultimate truth. I think it contains an important insight wrapped in layers of exaggeration. Your thoughts influence your life, but they are not the only force influencing your life. Your mindset matters, but so do your actions. Your beliefs matter, but so does reality. And perhaps the most useful version of the law of attraction isn't that your thoughts magically attract what you want. Maybe it's that your thoughts shape the person who pursues what you want, and that person is far more powerful than any vision board. See you in the next investigation, and remember, question everything. Even the things you want to believe,